Welcome back to Winter's Taking Forever, episode 4.
It was an exciting episode, I thought. It was the best the season so far.
I was a fan.
Some stuff happened.
Some nice reunions.
A lot of reunions.
A lot
of specifically brother-sister reunions. You got your Jon Snow and your Sansa reuniting, finally, after 5-6 years.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna. I thought they were gonna miss each other.
Oh,
I really did, because he was about to go out the door, and I was like, oh no.
Again. Okay, welcome to our weekly segment, Awkward Dinner Time.
Where he goes, we aren't famous for our food, and she's like, you don't have to be, but also she's kind of like, but I wish this was better. So they get this letter, and now Jon Snow is off to war.
Finally off to war.
Yeah, he's gonna do it. His sister was right. Sansa was like, no, seriously, we should be fighting them. And he's like, I don't want to. And then they get a letter, and he's like, oh, he's serious. And we were like, yeah, he's a creepy child.
We got some Theon and his unnamed sister.
Yeah.
She's named in the show, but I don't remember her name.
I don't remember either. It was not as nice.
You're a spoiled little but you were my brother.
She was such a dick.
She was so mean. She kept being like, why are you here? And it's like, where else is he supposed to go?
What am I gonna do? Like, they sent you my dick.
Yeah, she even said that. She's like, yeah, they sent a part of you, but why are you here? And it's like, because he's needs a place.
Right? Did you save it? But then he was like, I want you to be the king. So
yeah, and then she's like, oh my god.
So now we can
be
friends.
You're back. So what is with Davos?
I don't get that guy anymore.
His priorities are way off.
He's so mad at Brienne now.
Yeah.
Because she really roughing in his face about killing Stannis.
She was, okay, yeah. She didn't really.
She's bullying him a little bit.
Yeah.
So Littlefinger's back, showing his face.
Made his entrance with that little tiny stare.
The defender of the veil.
Creepy Lord Boy is back, and he's just so weird.
Creepy.
But now he's older, and his mother's dead, but he's somehow creepier. I don't like his lack of focus, his wandering mind.
Yes.
You know, he's not gonna look at you. He's not gonna. He's just gonna stare at the hawk, just yeah, kill the guy. I don't.
He so doesn't care about anything, but
he's very detached from reality.
Yeah.
And they're gonna go on a fun trip together to save Sansa. She'll be so happy to see both of them. Congratulations, Sansa! You finally reunite with your brother you didn't even like, and now here's this creepy boy, and the guy who sent you to Ramsay Bolton.
I'm excited for Creepy Boy to meet Creepy Boy.
They're gonna not look at each other. Yeah. Or I guess Ramsay will try to stare into his soul. And then Creepy Boy will just be like, I can't feel you.
No.
I don't even know you.
I'm just gonna look at a hawk.
Yeah. Still in Marine. Still in Marine.
Feels a little bit like Trust Fund Tyrion is back.
Yeah.
Where he was like...
I was a slave.
Yeah, I was a slave. And they were like, how long were you a slave? And he's like a week. Daenerys was definitely like, no more slavery. And then he's like, some slavery?
And someone else is like, oh, you're the dwarf and you're the eunuch. And then they look at each other like, this again. We're still a dwarf and a eunuch. We get it, right?
I think that they hired one sitcom writer.
Just every episode they're like, you get a scene.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, and somehow make this funny. And he's like, farts.
Speaking of unnecessary humor infused in the show, they start with a scene of Jorah and Dario trying to save Dany.
Yeah.
And they're walking along, and it's just this weird buddy cop road movie dialogue, and they're being real dicks to each other.
I don't think your heart could take it.
And now we are in King's Landing and seeing Queen Marjorie, who has been in prison for forever. The Sparrow brings her out, he talks to her, but it's really just him being like, I had a party.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
Because he's just bragging. I woke up, I could smell the sex. Very rehearsed. He knows I gotta always make sure I mention the smell.
Do you know what an orgy smells like? Because this guy does.
I do. I didn't even put my shoes on when I left.
And then they had a little reunion between brother and sister.
This is the saddest, probably.
And she's like, but we gotta. And then he's like, but why? It's all of the brothers are like, please make this stop. And all the sisters are like, we can't.
So Cersei then goes to the High Council.
She was like, they're gonna make her walk around the city naked like they made me do. And then she's like, what?
This is unacceptable.
But
she's been in prison.
They've been doing bad stuff to her this whole time.
Yeah.
You don't even know what they've done to her.
Right.
They could have made her get naked and walk around a lot and you didn't know.
So we're back at Winterfell. Terrible Winterfell. I hate Winterfell when the Boltons are there. And Tonks, she walks in very clearly with a murder plan in her eyes.
Yeah.
This can't be the first time that someone's had their hand on Ramsay's dick and then he slits their throat.
Don't touch it because you'll die.
Right. He wasn't fooled.
Wasn't
She was fooled.
She
did not see that coming.
It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. Like, if you do it real slow...
You're gonna get stabbed in the throat.
You're gonna get stabbed in the throat.
Burning down the house.
We're back in the Sacred City. They threaten Daenerys, and she's like, I wouldn't do that. And then they do. And then she remembers that she's fireproof. Then she burns everything down.
Yeah.
They all die, except for her, because she's fireproof. And then she walks out, and everybody's like...
Her clothes die.
Yes.
With her.
Her clothes...
Prediction time!
Yes, we are the Three-Eyed Raven. I think that Tommen is
I'm so worried about Tommen. He's such a good boy.
He's such a good boy. And they keep being like, do the bad things. And he's like...
Right, and like he's starting to be like, what kind of bad things should I do? Jorah is, he's got that skin thing now.
Yeah, he's a stone man.
That's taking forever too.
Taking forever.
Because before that happened, they're like, don't let him touch you because you'll like die really fucking soon.
Yeah.
No, it will take forever.
I'm predicting definitely more creepy boy against creepy boy. This is the real Batman versus Superman, except creepy boy versus creepy boy.
Yes. And they'll both find out their mother's name is Martha, and then they'll hug, and then they'll probably like do some dick stuff, and then Ramsay will cut his throat.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like and subscribe. We talk about this every week, and please comment below. Yeah,
let us know what you're looking forward to in the show, what predictions you might have, what segments you want to see return to this show.
And we'll bring them back.
Yeah.
If it happens. If it doesn't, we'll just make it up.
Sorry.